Hi and welcome. My name is Marla. We're here for Stretch and Flow today. So we'll get started. I'm sitting outside today. It's a beautiful day. So we're going to hear a lot of sounds, nature sounds and other sounds. So as if we're sitting in the middle of Central Park or Times Square, we're just going to close our eyes and settle into a nice, comfortable, stable, quiet seat. So whatever's going on around us, we notice it, we acknowledge it, and then we just let it go so that we can really connect to our breathing and our breathing pattern. So once we make our connection, seat to earth, find our tall spine, our open chest and heart, and a nice soft inner gaze, ears over the shoulders, and really feel tall and lifted, and at the same time feel rooted and grounded below. So from our stability, we find length and freedom. So let's take a few more slow, deep, steady breaths, just getting in touch with our breath pattern and rhythm today so we know how we're feeling. The breath is always a barometer for how we're feeling emotionally and physically. So the slower we breathe, the more we receive. The slower we breathe, the more conscious awareness we cultivate through the body and the mind. So let's take 3 more deeper, fuller breaths. And noticing at the end of that last breath how much it changed from just paying attention to it. So let's seal that in. Let's take our hands to the heart. And let's dedicate our time, our breath, and our energy out there, sending light, love, and strength. Full breath in, and deep breath out. And breathing in, reach the arms all the way up, around, and up. And as we exhale, a nice gentle twist to the left. And inhale up through center, and exhale, a gentle twist to the right. So nice and easy on your rhythm, on your pace today, whatever that is. So if you're feeling like you need a little more energy or quieter energy or more balanced energy, you'll dictate your movement accordingly. And the breath is always supporting that. So breathing in center, exhaling to the right, and breathing into center, and exhale to the left, and breathing into center. And now let's tip to the right, and nice and slowly inhale. So we're just introducing ourselves into the torso, into the spine, into the shoulders and arms, the head and neck. So we're not plowing into anything. We're just guiding our way deeper and deeper with each cycle. Maybe we notice something opening and changing, something releasing and stretching. And maybe we're feeling things that aren't. So if we're feeling things that aren't, we want to maybe hang there a little bit, not moving into our deepest, but letting our breath meet the barrier of the tension. Let the breath warm up the space, melt down the barrier, and then the breath can free up the space. Last cycle, breathing in, breathing out to the side, breathing in up through center, and breathing out. And inhale up through center. Exhale, a nice gentle fold. So you can stay right here high on fingertips, long arms, or you can walk yourself a little bit forward in your fold. Be mindful if you have osteopenia or porosis. We always want to keep the spine nice and lengthened. So as the seat grounds, we lengthen right out through the crown. Full breath in. And our exhale maybe takes us deeper into our pose. So really noticing that. Full breath in, get long and tall. And full breath out, easing into our bend. Inhale up. And exhale, just easing our way, folding forward, lengthening the crown, away from the seat. Full breath in, full breath out. And lifting up slightly, we're gonna walk ourselves all the way towards the right, lining up our heart and our knee. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. And nice and slowly lifting up, walking ourselves all the way through center and taking it all the way to the other side. So the heart now lines up with the left knee. Full breath in. And exhale, release. Good. Noticing your two sides and how you feel, noticing any similarities, any imbalances. And let the body guide you in. Let the ego stay away from yoga today. And really focus on what the body needs. What is the body asking for? Not what we did before, not what we used to do, but really what we're able to do right now in this moment. Let's celebrate that. So breathing back to center, we're gonna walk ourselves all the way up. And inhale, reach up, stretch. And exhale, reaching the arms all the way back and behind, staying high on the fingertips and really opening right across the chest and the heart, and really feel that. So try to keep the head in line with the spine so that we're not torquing the neck out of alignment. And breathing deep across the chest and the heart, filling completely. Full breath in, full breath out. And tipping all the way back to unweight the legs from here. We're gonna take my all-time favorite boat pose. So setting up so that you're nice and steady. So I'm outside, so I have lots of little crevices in the grass. So I have to find my center here. So finding that little tipping point. So you can be here with the arms wide and the feet lifted, or feel free to just go up and down and make it easier today. It doesn't matter, we're working the core either way. If you want more, you can stretch your arms into a V position. So wherever you are, in whatever variation you're in, we're breathing our deepest, our richest, and our fullest breaths, finding that pattern and then staying connected to the pattern as much as we can. It's in the pattern that quiets the nervous system, that creates quiet within our internal space. Nice and slowly, we're gonna start to release the heels. We're gonna reverse. So if you were sitting crossed, we're gonna set up for the other side. And breathing in, reaching the arms all the way up. Exhale, making a nice complete circle. So breathing in, reach up, stretch. And exhaling, breathing in, reach up, stretch, and exhaling, breathing in, breathing out. So this is an opportunity to really unload whatever you don't need. So I always say unloading the junk from the trunk, right? We don't need to store tension and toxins and impurities. So using the breath and the movement as a way to just acknowledge what's going on inside, breathe into it, and as we exhale, let it go, release it from the body, free up the body, free up the mind. Last one, breathing in, exhale, pausing here at center. Let's take a full breath in, deep breath out. And reaching our arms all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. So forward folding is always designed for lengthening, for creating space, not only in our physical body, but also in our emotional spaces. So it really quiets the central nervous system, creating balance and harmony within. And it's so important, especially during times of high stress. We want to try to maintain evenness and steadiness as often as we can. Let's take 3 deeper, fuller breaths here. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in. Notice and compare your two sides. Full breath out. And full breath in. And exhale deeply. And nice and slowly, just guiding your way all the way up on your breathing pattern. Inhaling, rising up, reaching the shoulders up and back. And exhale down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And from here, we're going to just extend our legs nice and long, give them a nice little shake out, and we're going to make our way onto all fours. So I'm going to come onto a fisted hand just to protect my wrists, but please feel free to set up on all fours any way that works for you. So making sure once you arrive that you're in a stance that's nice and strong and supportive, and shifting into our left side, we're going to extend through the right leg. So holding here, let's connect deeply to our center. So our navel is drawing in and up. And maybe we take the opposite arm forward, coming into a nice long spinal balance here. So a real strengthener. Feel integrated through your center. So really feel the connection of your belly, your back, your legs, your arms. Everything is working. Nice and slowly, we're going to release that. We're going to set the knee down. We're going to shift into that right side. So feel free, if all fours is not for you, just come down on your belly. And you can just reach an arm and leg away from each other and really find your strength here, wherever you are, whatever variation. Focus your eyes because this is a balance. Full breath in. And as we exhale, release. Let's plant our hands and let's find downward facing dog. If down dog isn't for you today, feel free to find child's pose. 5 long deep breaths wherever you are, stretching deeply through the arms, lifting the pelvis, pressing through the heels. And walking ourselves all the way forward and hanging over. Let everything release. Long legs or soft bend in the knees if you need to take some slack off the knees. Release the upper body completely. So here we are again in a nice forward fold, draping our upper body over the legs. Let the crown release completely. Let all the tension drain from the brain. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And let's inhale, find our Ardha. So finding our long spine, our open chest and heart. And exhale, we fold. And ground down to rise up, reach, inhale. And exhale, the hands down, around, and to the heart. Take a full breath in. Take a deep breath out. And standing nice and tall, let's breathe in, gather. Exhale from your heart, extending forward, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, find your strength. Everything is long and strong. Let's drop the seat, bend the knees, chair pose, finding our strength. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's inhale. Lengthen up, tiptoe, balance, full breath in. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Ground down to rise up, reach. And exhale, let's take the hands back and behind. Inhale here. Open the chest and the heart. Take a half fold. Or take it all the way, putting softness in the knees if you need. Bringing out the shoulders. Let the head and neck go completely. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And just 2 more breaths like that. So notice the thumb that's on top. That's your pattern. And we'll take another big breath in. And big breath out. And releasing right into Ardha again. Finding our strength and our length. Bend the knees, lower the seat, chair pose, connecting to our strength, keeping the spine long. Everything is working together to support the pose. Breathing in, we come high on the toes, lifting the heels, full breath in. Exhale, opposite thumb comes on top, open the chest and the heart. Half fold, all the way fold, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Stay with it. Notice how this side feels. So we're not pulling or torquing or forcing our way anywhere in the body. We're just letting the body guide us in. And now let's breathe into Ardha. One more time, chair. Really make it count here. Find your strength. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back, drop the back heel, keep a nice deep bend in the front knee, and let's inhale and rise up. Full breath in, start to reach through the leg, reach through the arms. Exhale, folding forward, long through the spine. Adjust your stance, inhale. You can also take hands to the hips if that feels better for you. So breathing in, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, and exhale, leading with the heart, folding all the way forward, any amount. Stay halfway if that feels better for you. Full breath in, full breath out. Really noticing how the body is receiving the pose. Have a soft bend in that front knee if you need to. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's inhale, step that back foot up, and just hang over. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And root to rise. Inhale, reach. And exhale, folding forward. Left leg back, drop the back heel. Set up from the ground up. So nice deep bend in that front knee. Reaching the arms all the way up. And breathing in. Exhale, either hands to hips or arms reach back. Inhale up. So really find your steadiness here. So it's balancing, it's stretching, it's strengthening. Exhaling, so we're moving on our breath pattern, linking movement and breath together, so it's like a moving meditation. Exhaling, coming forward. Inhale, rising up. And last one, coming forward, setting up, staying either halfway or taking it all the way, reaching the nose towards the knee. Don't force, don't push beyond what the body's able to do today. Really listening to that. Full breath in, adjust your stance if you need to. Full breath out, full breath in, and out, And one more deeper, fuller breath here. And start to bend into that front knee. We're going to fold forward, hang over, Uttanasana, forward fold. Full breath in, deep out. Rounding down, we'll rise up, reach, inhale, and exhaling, hands down to the hips. Take a full breath in, take a full breath out. And we're gonna step out, open out, nice deep wide stance, something that feels stable for you. So everybody's wide is different. So we're gonna turn right toes, left toes towards me, setting up for a little triangle pose. So breathing in here and exhale, just starting to shift towards that long leg. Drop that hand wherever it reaches and taking that top hand all the way up, or feel free to just take your hand to your hip. So very important that both the underside and top side of the torso stay nice and long, so as if we're between two panes of glass. And moving on our breathing, pressing into our feet, we're going to inhale and exhale up and over, and inhale here, and exhale up and over. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale up and over, and inhale up, and exhale up and over. And just one more time, breathing in, reaching up and over, long legs, long arms, lifting up, lifting out, and arriving triangle here. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's reach through that bottom arm, so really connecting to the strength of your core. Reaching up, inhale, taking the hands to the hips. Let's rotate and rotate. And setting up for the second side. So breathing in, make sure your stance is nice and stable. We're shifting through the side, reaching, and as if we're between two panes of glass, feel free to have hand on the hip if that feels better. And just finding your strength here, really energizing through both legs, energizing through the inner thighs, outer thighs. Press firmly through your feet. Inhale, reaching up and over. Long arms, long legs. Lift up, lift out, lift over. And back and forth from here. Up and over. And up and over. And inhaling, reaching. And up and over. And arriving here in our triangle, notice how it feels. Really feeling everything working together so nothing is getting burnt out. And then reaching through that bottom arm, full breath in. Full breath out, and inhaling nice and slowly, hands to the hips. We pivot the 2 feet. Inhale, open the chest and heart, a nice wide stance, and exhaling, leading with our heart. We fold forward, and let's reach right away into a nice wide leg, downward facing dog. So we're pressing equally through the hands, equally through the feet and the heels. Full breath in, full breath out. So long, lengthened spine. Good, lengthening through side body, melting the heart completely. Full breath in, full breath out. And taking 3 more deeper, fuller breaths here. Let your head and neck go completely, stretching deeply through the armpits, shoulders, rib cage, really highlighting the opening into the rib cage and chest.
Good. Powering up our breathing, powering up our lungs. And nice and slowly walk our hands now all the way between our legs and all the way through the legs. Palms down, fingertips away, and really releasing the crown all the way down through the earth, feeling nice and grounded, as if we're just spilling the contents out of our mind, anything that's been weighing on us, changing our perspective, and really letting go here, letting the whole upper body release completely, nice and heavy. Full breath in, full breath out. It doesn't matter how far you go. Make sure you're using blocks or props if you need them. And we'll start walking our hands all the way underneath us. And we're going to walk, turn our heels in a little bit, toes out. And we're going to walk our hands reaching all the way towards the right. Stretching through the torso, stretching through the inner thighs, outer thighs, and right into the low back. Full breath in. And full breath out. And nice and slowly, we're going to walk all the way through center and all the way to the other side. And noticing the second side, how does it feel? Extending fully, reaching, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And nice and slowly, we come all the way to center and walking our feet all the way together and hands to the hips, long spine, open chest and heart, rising up very slowly. Take a nice deep full breath in, reaching the shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down. Good. Make sure you come up nice and slowly so your blood pressure readjusts, restabilizes. And a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. And we'll slowly make our way from here, one knee down and the other knee down. We're going to make our way all the way onto our backs from here. So coming onto the back, we're going to set up for a little bridging. So make sure that your heels are right underneath your knees and that you're nice and stable. So feeling grounded through your spine, back of head, pressing into the hands. We're going to engage the belly by drawing the navel in and up and breathing in. We're going to reach up. And exhale nice and slowly. We're going to lower all the way down, linking movement and breath together. So again, keep working everything together. Keep energizing through the inner thighs. Keep pressing through the feet. Keep engaging the belly. You can keep pressing through the hands. So really finding your strength here. And let's take two more up and down. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out, lower. Breathing in, lift, holding. Pressing, engaging, connecting. And the breath, the magic of it all. If you'd like to wiggle your shoulder blades a little closer together and clasp your hands underneath you, that's a nice option to get a little more length and space, but that's up to you. Keep it safe and healthy so you get the most from your practice. Full breath in here and deep breath out. One more breath, full inhale. And nice and slowly start to release your clasp. Start to lower all the way down. And once you make your connection down, just let everything reestablish on the ground. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And we're going to draw one knee and the other knee. Draw it into the chest. And lengthening our legs up towards the ceiling, pointing, flexing deeply. You can have your hands on you or hands by your side, whatever feels better for you. Full breath in, full breath out. And keeping the integrity of our center here, grounding down through our palms. Take a full breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lower slowly, just a quarter way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, just a quarter way. So we're working from our neck all the way through our torso to our knees. So feeling that, we don't want any straining in the low back at all. Breathing in, come back to center. Exhale, take it down a quarter way. If you'd like to add your arms, you can reach your arms up as if you're squeezing a block between your hands. Breathing in, start to extend the legs away from the hands. So we're on this long diagonal line, almost like an upside down down dog. So breathing in, exhale or inhale long, and now let's exhale, pull it in. Breathing in, lengthen, arms away from legs. Exhale, draw in. Breathing in, extend. And exhale, draw in. Breathing in. Let's hold this now. So let's set up for an upside down, downward facing dog. So pressing through your heels, pressing through your hands. Your whole center is nice and integrated, nice and connected. So we could stay here all day. We're so strong. Full breath in and full breath out. And just one more deep breath in. And nice and gentle exhale. Pull the knees into the chest. Open the arms nice and wide. Full breath in. Exhale, lower the knees to the right, setting up for our final spinal twist. So letting the knees lower, take support if you need it for your spine or your hips or something is uncomfortable or you're dealing with any kind of a condition today. And really concentrate and highlight on the space across the chest and the heart. Your head can be facing the sky or the ceiling, or you can turn your head and gaze away. Whatever feels best for you. And breathing, making sure that the breath also hits the long, lengthened spine, right through the torso, right into our organ space. So healing, connecting to digestion. Full breath in. Full breath out, so letting the breath move through the entire body. Let the breath receive, let the body, receive all the breath. And closing the eyes if that feels safe for you, and really taking time to move inward deeper and deeper, moving through yet another layer of holding, another layer of gripping. See where you can bring more conscious breath into. See where you can release more deeply. And taking 3 more breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. And nice and slowly from our center, exhaling, we take it to the opposite side. And setting up, notice how it feels on the second side. Take support if you need it. And again, really highlighting the space across chest, heart, across shoulders and your wingspan. Notice your neck and your head, how that feels. And only turning it to that side if it feels good in the neck. Otherwise, keep it straight on towards ceiling or sky, focusing the breath across chest and heart, right down through the spine, into our organ space, our hip and low back. Let everything receive it. Full breath in, full breath out. And staying with the breath, conscious, aware. Let it seep and penetrate into even new territory still. Something that hasn't opened, something that hasn't released. As we start to make our way towards the end of our practice, what are we still holding? What are we still experiencing? See if you can spend another 3 breaths, really letting the breath penetrate into the tightness, into the tenderness. See if you can release it on the breath, melt it down, create the space and the change from the inside out. One more deeper, fuller breath in. And let's exhale HA from the mouth. And inhale nice and slowly, carefully, taking the knees back to center, giving ourselves a nice big hug. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And happy baby, reaching for the outsides of both feet, or you can just take and rest your hands onto the backs of the thighs. Whatever feels best for you. Full breath in and full breath out. And full breath in and full breath out. And really feel back of head, back of heart, back of the blades, feeling the whole spine and low back, feeling it deeply connected to the earth, so we feel stable and steady in our space, feeling free through the back of the thighs. The shoulders should be nice and soft, away from the ears. Take 3 more breaths here. Just letting everything release, let everything go. And one more bigger breath. And exhaling nice and slowly, we release one foot and the other foot. And feel free to end in constructive rest, where the knees bump together and the feet splay apart. Or feel free to just lengthen your legs all the way long, coming into your final Shavasana. And it's here, we close our eyes, and we take time for settling and integration. So I'm going to make my way up to sitting so that I can guide you through your Shavasana today. So closing your eyes and settling into a space that feels good, that feels safe, supportive, and stable. Feel the physical body heavy into the earth or whatever's beneath you. Feel the mind clear and quiet, at peace. Feel the physical body balanced and even, without pain or tension. Feel the breath fluid, flowing deeply and fully through our bodies, from top to bottom, from side to side, filling us completely with its powerful, magical, healing energy. Drink it in. Let the whole body bathe in it.
and settling into the union of the three, the mind, the body, and the breath. Sealing that in with a full breath in and a deep breath out. And feel free to remain in your Shavasana as long as you need today. If you're moving on with me, begin to deepen your breathing. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers, just reconnecting physically. Start to draw the knees deep into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, acknowledging your strength, your connection, your awareness, your presence. Take a full breath in. Make your way over to one side gently, pausing here in a fetal position, protected and safe. And keeping all that energy with you, start to rise up nice and slowly, making our transition back. And finding our nice comfortable seat, our tall spine, our open chest and heart, our clear mind, our clear intentions. And let's place our hands over the heart center, ending always with my favorite mantra. I repeat it over and over to myself throughout the day so my thoughts are productive and positive. It keeps me feeling healthy and strong, especially internally. May we be happy and healthy. May we be strong and at ease, and may we be loved and loving. Sending our intentions out there. Take a deep, full breath in. Take a deep, full breath out. In joining our palms together, we honor the light and the strength within us to all beings, all around us. Namaste.